Hi everyone. We need to just make sure that you understand those questions of the last test. What I'm going to do is to make a short video of each of the subsections of that question. So we're going to start with question number 1.1, and then I'll stop. That will be the English video, and then we'll make an Afrikaans video of 1.1, and then we'll move on from there 1.2 and 1.3 and 1.4, so that you have all the answers with you. So you'll have to watch each video separately. Okay, so let's start with the first one. In the question, they have two balls, ball A and ball B, and both balls are at a distance h from the ground. So that's the distance. Ball A, I'm first going to give you the story behind the problem. Ball A is being tossed upwards, right, at an initial speed of 12 meters per second. Obviously, when it reaches its maximum height, it will be at a velocity of 0. So initial velocity would be 12 for ball A, and at its maximum height, it will be 0 meters per second. What happens to ball B? At the same time that ball A is tossed upward at 12 meters per second, ball B is thrown downwards with an initial speed of v. Okay, and so that is at the same time. But the further to that question, they further give you some more information. As soon as ball A reaches its maximum point, wherever it is, ball B will reach a speed of somewhere around here of 3v. So you've got that question. Okay, so that's the information that they've given you. Now the first part of the problem is to determine the time that ball A takes to reach its maximum height. Now that's an easy one, you all know how that works. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, so we have ball A, okay, and so we're only working with ball A. Okay, the initial speed is 12, and the final speed will be 0. But before we do that, you know that we have the diagram, but the next thing that we have to do is to determine what sign would we give to up and what sign would we give to downwards. So let's take upwards as positive, and obviously downwards will then be negative. So the next step would be to write in what is it that we have now, what is given and what is required. So what we need to work out is the time, and that's the unknown. What is the value of G? G is always down. So if we take upwards as positive, then downwards will be negative. G acts downwards, so that will be minus 9,8 meters per square seconds. Okay, and that's the initial speed. The initial of A is equal to 12, and the final velocity is 0. Okay, that's the information that is given, and so they need the time. You've got G's value, initial velocity, final velocity, and you can work on the time. What will be the next step? The next step will be to get a formula going. Alright, so you need a formula that includes all of this. So that will be V final, and this you'll get on your formula sheet. V final is equal to V initial plus G times T. Okay, what's the next step? The next step is to substitute. Let's substitute all the values that we have now. Okay, so the final velocity is 0. The initial velocity is 12. And 12 is upwards, so that will be positive. And plus G's value is negative 9.8 minus 9,8. Close brackets, and T is our unknown. And then you have to do the simple mathematics. I don't have to take you through all of that. The best way to do it would be to say, let's put all of whatever we have on this side, let's put it over to the other side, 0 on this side, and then we have the unknown. Can isolate the unknown, and we have our answer. Let's just quickly see how we do that. So that will be 12 plus, or rather, let me just say 12 minus 9,8. T is equal to 0. Let's just move on the other side here. So it will be minus 9,8t is equal to minus 12, and t will be, divide both sides by minus 9.8, it's minus 12 divided by minus 9,8. Therefore t, the time, will be equal to, and if you work that out, it's 1,2 seconds. Don't forget to include the unit of seconds. That's the first part. So I think what you need to do is to just have a look at this video. It's about 8 minutes long. I'm going to make a similar one in Afrikaans so that you all have the same video. Let's stop here. All right.